Hi there, this is savewith.crypto. Okay, so I actually started recording this on Tuesday, and that was the day when you could increase your energy. And I kind of did it sort of later in the day, so I don't know if that's the reason that, when I tried it here, I kind of, checked this box here to sort of increase that, and I did the old tick the box and increase, and it went up a bit. It didn't actually go up to the full 4, and it's also worth noting that the actual fee to do that was just 1 cent, so that was quite cool. That was a small account, and that went from 3.84 up to 3.9. Okay, I decided to do this with the larger account as well, obviously, and this one here was at 3.85x, and obviously by doing that you increase the unlock date, so they're all like way in the future now. Now this is now Thursday, and I didn't record the energy multiplier of the larger one when it went up, but it went up to 3.92. It's not 4 because obviously as each kind of like day goes on, the energy goes down again, and if you want to put it back up to 4, I've got to wait 28 days and 6 hours. So yeah, I need to keep an eye on that. So yeah, 4 weeks really. Okay, so it's Metabonding day today. So I'm just going to do the Metabonding on the large account as I'm logged into this right now, and just see what I'm going to get. So this is probably a bit more realistic because I increased the energy on Tuesday. I forgot to swap a load of MEX to XMEX, so I did that on Sunday. So I don't know. It looks like I've probably got a little bit more worth of stuff to have this week than I did last week. I hope so anyway. I think last week it was worth about $50, so let's just see what's going to be worth this week. So at the moment in the assets I've got like $5.10 worth. So if I do the Metabonding claim, let's see what I get. And the fee to do this is 3 cents, which you obviously pay in eGold, so you need to make sure you've got a little tiny bit of eGold in your account just to cover the transaction fees. Okay, so transaction done. Okay, so $60 there. Okay, so it made about $55 this week in Metabonding. Okay, that's good to know. I may as well do it with the smaller account as well. So let's connect with the DeFi wallet. So yeah, at the moment there's $3.51 worth of stuff in there. So if I do the Metabonding claim, hopefully it's worth having. Okay, so you can see the fee here again is 3 cents. And this is the account that I want to turn to the $1,000 one, and try and work out a way to sort of get it to make money again. And one day it shall be great again. I'm still wondering if $1,000 is enough though. I think if I look at what I've claimed here, it might give me an idea if it's worth it or not. Probably not. Okay, $4.05. Well, that's quite disappointing, isn't it? 'Cause that means it only makes about 54 cents a week in Metabonding, which is pretty much nothing, isn't it? Okay, so I'm not going to do anything else today with this. I'm going to wait till tomorrow when we can do the claiming of the rewards. I've got a feeling, though, that this one is just earning too little to actually do anything useful with. So I really think I need to make this bigger just to make it, useful. And the problem is that a lot of the things, for example, with the farms, you need a minimum of $1 for harvesting. And if it's not making the dollar every week, then you can't compound the gains, can you? So that's why I think this has to be a bit bigger. And to be fair, if you're investing $200, you're not going to expect to make very much, are you? Left to my own devices, what I'd do, I'd be sort of having the $200 in Bitcoin or something. I'd be sort of trading with it, which is how I like to make my money anyway. But I appreciate that's not what everybody wants to do. And I also do believe in the kind of MultiversX ecosystem, and I think it's going to be amazing one day, and I do want to be part of it. So there's that aspect as well, which is why I've got the larger account, which I'm obviously very invested in. But meanwhile, moving forward with the smaller account, it's probably worth mentioning that I've used that account, and that's the one that uses the DeFi wallet, so I can just easily sort of log in and then sort of show you the transactions on the screen. That was the idea of it. It's also worth bearing in mind with that wallet, I also have got some ZoidPay staked in my own shopping pool, but obviously that's as if I was somebody else. So that's the Save with Crypto YouTube shopping pool there. I did also stake some in the Quowat token one. I can't remember why I did that really, but you can see here that their NFT has expired. So the APY you get in there is up to 12%, whereas my NFT hasn't expired, so you're getting up to 17%, so it's obviously better. So I think this is going to be part of the strategy, because what I'm thinking is compound the gains as fast as possible. So to do that, I think we need to pick on the thing that has the highest percentage of gains. Now at the moment that is the MEX EGLD farm, which is producing XMEX. But of course the worry is that XMEX might go down in value a lot. So I think it's probably important at the same time to have maybe like just straight ZoidPay staked in a shopping pool. I'd suggest my one, obviously, because I'm going to try and keep the percentage as high as possible for as long as I can. I'm going to do that, and also I think maybe just a straight eGold staking in the XPortal app. Okay, if you haven't got XPortal, just go to savewithcrypto.org/XPortal, and I think you get some eGold for free if you buy eGold on the app. I've never actually done that, but I believe if you use my link, you do get some free eGold, so that's worth doing. If you want to stake in the shopping pool, you can go to savewithcrypto.org/SP and you get to my shopping pool. Okay, so this is just something I'm putting together roughly in PowerPoint, just to kind of get things straight in my head, really. So at the moment, there's about like $200 worth of stuff invested in the kind of DEX process. So if you like, what we got mostly there is MEX and eGold LP tokens, which are earning XMEX, because that's naturally what it does, and also ESDT tokens. These are things like SFIT, Isengard, UTK, ZoidPay, all those tokens that are in the Metabonding. So I think initially what the idea is there is we'll swap these for eGold. Okay, so we've got XMEX and eGold coming from there. Then there's 2 eGold at the moment staked on XPortal, which produces eGold. It doesn't produce a lot, and it's not very often you can claim it really, but I think we'll just use that for the fees to pay for all the transactions as we need it. If we end up with too much, we can always chuck that into here as well. Then there's about $68 worth of ZoidPay, which is staking in a shopping pool, which is producing ZoidPay. Okay, so I think the plan is get the ZoidPay, swap it into eGold, and then put it into here. So here we've got XMEX and eGold coming in, and we'll create LP tokens with that, then restake those into this farm here. Now I think initially that's probably the way to go, while the percentage APY on the MEX eGold farm is really high. I think it's like 70% at the moment. So while it's that high, I think the idea is to sort of try and make XMEX as fast as possible and then increase the size of the LP farm. So that I think is like phase 1. In fact, we'll call it. Let's call it phase 0, shall we? Because that's kind of what we're starting off with. So that is my plan. Now tomorrow we can do the rewards bit. So there will be a little bit of stuff to claim. I'm not sure if I did it right last week, but it seemed to actually be not worth it. So we'll have a look at that tomorrow and see what we think really, because at the moment I've just got these ESD tokens that I claimed today, which you saw as whatever they are. I just wanted to see if I get anything extra tomorrow that I can combine with these, because obviously if we're getting like say some ZoidPay, and we've already got a bit of ZoidPay, I only want to pay one fee on that. I know they're tiny, like a few cents, but as we're dealing with quite small sums of money here, I want to save as much money as possible really. And then after tomorrow, I think I'm going to look at the idea of increasing these quite a lot. So at the moment we've got what's that, 276, so 200, yeah, I mean it's like $320 worth, so I think probably the idea is to multiply everything by 3, so we'll have $600 there, and then whatever these work out, about $200 each, or 250 each maybe. So I will be looking on the price of eGold today, and if I see it being a bargain, I'm going to get some. And if you want to see how I do that, make sure you're subscribed. And while you're down there, make sure you've got the notifications set on all, and you're subscribed, and leave a nice comment. And above all, tell your friends.